like a Hellcat.
Alright guys, welcome back to another video. It's Gaming Master, and we are going to do a review on Valtryeks. I'm going to tell you which Valtryek is the best. I have a new idea that I'm probably going to do. I'm going to be riding my hoverboard while I do reviews. Maybe you guys will like it, I don't know. Well, as our first one, we got, well, that's not the first Beyblade Valtryek. This is the second generation, because I do not have the first generation, because it's too hard to find nowadays. I played with it before. I used to have one, but it's not in good shape anymore. It's gone and I don't have it. But we'll go ahead and start, and I'm gonna give that one like a 3 out of 10. I didn't really like it. You guys might like the first version better, but I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10, even though you guys probably don't know, even you've never probably played with the first generation. Now the second generation, Genesis Valtryek. It is a one of a kind. As you can see, this Beyblade came out in Season 2, Beyblade Burst Evolution. The series before that one was Beyblade Burst Turbo. This is Beyblade Burst Evolution. It's Beyblade Burst Evolution. And on the bottom, it has a Genesis reboot. The Genesis reboot was a feature that they put in the show. It's where he got stronger, faster, and most likely bursted the person in one shot after they hit. But look, as you can see, it went up. Watch. Put it back down. If you guys can see that, it went up. And that is the second evolution. And the first, as I said, I don't have. But the third evolution, Season 3 of Beyblade, is Beyblade Burst Turbo. Beyblade Burst Turbo, I did not like as much. It did involve Volt losing to Iger in the end, but it is what it is. Volt is my favorite blader. If you guys want me to do something with Iger, I can't really do that. If there's any other evolutions, like maybe Shoes Bays, like Shoe Current Ice. Volt Always Bays I like a lot. Here we go. Let's go into the third evolution. In the third evolution, we have Beyblade Burst Turbo. And his bay was Wonder Valtryek. Wonder Valtryek was a one-of-a-kind, but not so good in real life. In real life, he is, I gotta be absolutely honest, he is garbage. He is the worst bay I've ever used. He does not have any stamina at all. His attacks barely even hit, and I just don't like him. But guys, here's one of his secret cool moves, if I can actually get it out. Yeah, his top goes up, and he like bounces on the stadium. It's pretty cool, but you're probably guaranteed not to ever win a battle with him. The next one that we are bringing out, but there are different types of Wonder Valtryek. Maybe a different one's better, but the one that I had was garbage. Here we go. Now we're on to the next series. We are on to Beyblade Burst Rise. In Beyblade Burst Rise, they released a new person called, can't really remember his name. I know he had Ace Dragon. If you guys know his name, leave in the comments below. I forgot. I don't really keep track of that stuff. I gotta carry my hoverboard up this hill. here we go. In that show, he was not, I liked him. He was pretty good. Volt was in the same group as, in BC Soul. Yeah, in Beyblade Burst Evolution, Volt is in BC Soul. And in Rise, he's in BC Soul. He stays in BC Soul. He is a pretty good blader, to be honest. And he... pretty decent. Now, let's talk about this. I forgot to give you rates on the other two. My other two rates on the other two are for Genesis, I give it a 6 out of 10. And then for Wonder Valtryek, I give it 1.5 out of 10. Now, if you are a fan of Beyblades, you know that this Beyblade came out before the actual season in the United States. It came out on Netflix on 2020, and it came around that time. Here is, and he's called trying to think of his name that they call him in the show. Pretty sure it's not this one. I know it's a Valtryek. It's Sword Valtryek, yeah. He is Sword Valtryek. He is in the show, and he's known for his super, like, he has a gold boost, and it doesn't really happen in real life. There's no unique features about this bay whatsoever. In the Rise, they kind of cut some slack. They didn't do so good. It wasn't as good of a series. It was still pretty good, though. But the Beyblades that they made, not that good. This one has a really good attack power, but will probably lose stamina before he can burst a bay. But most of the times, he won't burst the bay, but sometimes he will burst the bay if the bay isn't strong enough in defense. Now, I'm going to give him a solid 6.5 out of 10. No, I'm going to give him a 5.5. 5.5, yeah, that's a decent score for a bay. I'm getting my last one out. I'm trying to find him. He's at the very bottom. But he is probably the best one out of all of them. And by the way, all of the ones that I've showed you are Hasbro bays. There are Takaratomi bays. This one is a Takaratomi. But if you were to get a Hasbro bay of this, I think it's pretty much impossible. It's a Takaratomi, as I said. And it has rubber, which is the cool part. Because some people say that it doesn't work, and some people say that it does. That the rubber can give it extra stamina. I've seen it in action before, and I think it does give it extra stamina. But it is very cool. The cool part about it is that it is a very cool bay. And its power on it, super good. It could burst a bay in about 3 shots. As you can see, it's a very good bay. And that's pretty much it for this video. I give this one a rank, probably a 9.5 out of 10. So if you're looking for a bay, it's more expensive. It's a pretty expensive bay. It is a Takaratomi. I give it a 9.5, as I said. And it probably wins. Yeah, it definitely wins. The thing about it is it has a lot of stamina, too. Well, that's pretty much it for this video. If you did enjoy, please like and sub. And remember, stay gaming. Peace.